back in black in the building. Oh man, shout out to everybody at the Court Plantation doing what they need to do to survive. Shout out to all my family members. Shout out to Vegas. Vegas is rainy as motherfucker. Shout out to the homegirl Shawnee. Philly is definitely in the building. Shout out to the homegirl Erica. I saw that email. Erica be emailing me topics and questions. I saw that, Erica. I'm gonna have to figure out how I can address that. Without going completely insane. She be asking some great questions. So shout out to the homegirl Erica. Florida, aka Florida, is definitely in the building. Shout out to my brother James Youngblood, the mic drop. Texas is definitely in the building. Shout out to the homeboy Dave from No Compromise, Joja in the building. And shout out to the homegirl Melina, North Carolina, aka North Kakalaka in the building. Man, we about to get it. The white hype. Let's get it. Oh, God. This All-Star weekend was awful. I'm sorry, I can't get into it. Basketball has just been completely awful. Nobody's playing defense. Nobody takes it serious. It's not even entertainment anymore. They're getting rid of TNT. My personal belief, they're getting rid of TNT because Charles Barkley, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny Smith have been telling the truth about the NBA and the lackluster effort that has been given. So they removed them from the chessboard. So now it's going to be other people that's going to be doing the broadcasting. So I probably won't be watching a whole lot of basketball. Honestly, to tell you the truth, I don't really care that much because it isn't even that entertaining to me, and it ain't putting no money in my pocket. So I could kind of not really care about it. But I just want to talk about two things. I'm going to talk about Captain America as well. I just seen that movie, so I'm going to give my rendition of what I thought could have been better. But it's just so funny how they are trying to replace foundational Black Americans within the NBA corporate structure. This guy, Matt McClung, or whoever he is, I don't care who he is. He's been in the dunk contest 3 years in a row. He's not even in the NBA. They don't value him that much, but they value him enough to parade him around under the showcasing confusion. R.I.P. to Neely Fuller Jr. We don't need to keep seeing this guy win the dunking contest, but he can't even score in the NBA. He hasn't even really been playing in the NBA. Just remove the dunking contest from the All-Star weekend. I'm tired of watching people that ain't even, it's like watching Harold Miner. Harold Miner was great as a dunker, but what did he do in the actual NBA? Not a damn thing. So was Kenny Walker. Remember Kenny Skywalker? Oh, he was great in the NBA as far as dunking, but what did he do in the NBA? Not a damn thing. And it's just getting to that point where it's like, okay, we get it, NBA. You really want to replace us. You can. You're trying to figure out a way, but you can't. And it's awful. The only thing I liked about the NBA this weekend was they had it in Oakland and they had Raphael Sadiq perform. They had E40, Sweetie, Too Short. I like that. I thought that was dope to pay homage to the Bay Area. And In Vogue too. I thought that was dope. I think E40 and Too Short should have been last. They should have headlined it. But it's all good. I'm over this. Matt McClung is just not that deep. I don't care how many cars you jump over. We've already done that. Blake Griffin done that 15 years ago. We've already done all of this stuff. It's a wrap. Vince Carter is still the greatest dunker ever. The greatest ever. The last great dunking contest that I saw was in 2000 with Vince Carter. So I just want to touch on that because I just felt like they were overdoing it. And just in case if you guys haven't seen Captain America, New World or whatever, I like to call it Captain Sambo. And the reason why I like to call it, shout out to Anthony Mackie, but they put that role as a Sambo role. First of all, let me break this down to you. And I really want you to understand this. Within the Captain America structure, and not just that, the Marvel comic universe, everybody got special power, some type of special power, for the most part. He didn't take the serum. So he's just a regular black man out there with fake wings and all. I just was like, why he can't have the super serum? Why he can't be a super soldier? And then his sidekick was a Latino. I said, oh my God, who wrote this? What are y'all doing? Oh God. the whole thing was just awful. The fighting scenes weren't great. They were slow. They weren't sped up. No special effects. The CGI looked corny. It was just awful. And it just goes to show you that's how they do us when we're the leading role. I feel like Marvel has nowhere to go at this point. No more Stan Lee. Let's just make it up. Even with the NBA, it's the same thing with the NBA. It's like, I remember when you not dare join the dunking contest. But the dunking contest has always been political and different, senses of the word. But I just feel like they are trying to go out of their way to replace foundational Black Americans within the NBA. And it's just, you're not going to be able to do it. Just in life, period. You like, oh my God, what are y'all doing? Hopefully, we'll get back to our square. Drinking some anise tea. But, man, some of the stuff I see, I'm like, oh my God, what are they doing? That's why I said, the white hype. We're not going to see this man no more. This man ain't going to play in the NBA. It's a wrap. It's almost unreal how he's like, are we really taking this serious? We really taking this serious? And the imagery behind the NBA and that new Captain America, I'm like, yeah, I don't like that. Then they had another person that is a super soldier. He comes in the scene in Captain America. But then when he comes in the scene, he's trying to coerce Anthony Mackie's character, which is Captain America. Oh, you don't need the serum. You don't need it. It's so funny how the dominant society becomes the moral compass over our decision making. But you didn't already took the serum. You're already a super soldier. But we can't take the serum. We can't be the super soldier. We can't have the special powers. It's like, man, this is unreal. Unreal. And I'll say it again. This is the imagery they want to portray. They want the imagery of the great white hype. They want the imagery of, he's Captain America, but he ain't got no type of superpower or nothing. And he got wings. Fake mechanical wings where he could just fly. I said, what are they doing? It was awful. It was a waste of money. I only went to support our brother Anthony Mackie, but it was just not a good movie to me. Too many hidden gems of like, man, that's corny. And y'all know good and damn well black person would have been like, well, I'm taking the super serum. Y'all not finna have me out here barely running and barely being able to heal and everybody else can do it. No. What did I tell you before? If you ain't cheating, you ain't winning. So they're trying to restore this moral compass over black people that no, you don't cheat. No, you represent the country and you do the right thing. While we cheat and we do whatever we want. That's the message that I got. I was like, this is awful. I almost wanted to get up in the middle of the movie. I was like, dude, who did this movie? Movies have become more decadent and decadent as time goes on. And it's almost to the detriment of the American people because we love to be entertained. I don't know. I just was like, man, what are they doing? What are they doing? The NBA this weekend, the 3-point shooting contest was probably the best part of the All-Star weekend. Everything else was awful to me. Lackluster. Players did not want to be there. There was hardly any celebrities. The best part was Kevin Hart. He was roasting everybody. That was funny. Everything else was just awful. It's just, you can just kind of tell they just kind of like threw it together. All right, bye TNT. We don't really fuck with y'all no more and get the fuck on. I just was like, and I knew this was going to happen because TNT tells the truth about the NBA. It's hard for me to watch the NBA. Too many people jacking up threes. It's just not the same. It's boring. I'd rather watch something else. So I don't really watch basketball like that. And I don't really get into it like that because it's not bringing me no money and I'm not making no money off of it. Black folk, we need to remove ourselves from a lot of this entertainment. Start watching documentaries and and shows loosely based on people. They got this show loosely based on, I think, Jeannie Buss. Kate Hudson's gonna play the character. I don't. They can lie and say it's not based on Jeannie Buss, but I think it is. And it's coming out, I think, on Apple TV. I just think it was awful, just like that movie. I was like, Marvel. It's almost blatant how they'll go out of their way to frame that narrative and that imagery, like, oh no, you're black, you do the right thing, you're honorable. Because I'm like, why he ain't got no superpower? Why he ain't take the super serum? Like, what? So he could be a super soldier. Like, why would they do that? You know why? So our young kids could. No, you do things the right way. The last time we did things the right way, Aunt Becky's daughter basically put it out there, like, oh yeah, my mom paid for me to go to college. I didn't want to go. She just wanted me to go. And then when they all got busted, Aunt Becky did like 60 days in prison and then was on house arrest, while everybody else went to prison. That's what happens. The dominant society have coined the term cheating is winning. Because that's how they win, by cheating. Or finding loopholes and doing dumb shit. Like that dunking contest, it just was awful. Yeah, the white hype. Don't nobody want to see nobody that don't even play in the NBA like that can't score a bucket and win the dunking contest. Because don't nobody else want to be involved in it. Partially, black folk are too cool for school and they don't really want to participate in it anymore. That's fine. But the other half of it is lackluster entertainment and very prima donna-ish mentality. Like, well, I just hope we can get past this and get back to entertaining. And you said, why? Because sometimes a little entertainment is good, but let me tell you something. Don't go watch the new Captain America. Go watch it, and I want you to see what I see. So yeah, go watch it. I just was like, what's up with the moral compass of Anthony Mackie's character? Don't have he doesn't have the serum. He can't be a super soldier. He's got to have these vibranium wings. And then within the movie, spoiler alert, because this is what's so crazy. Whoever wrote this, and I'm gonna break down. Y'all gonna be like, no. The president is up there trying to deal adamantium. See, I'm into the cartoons, so I know. I've been reading the comic books and watching the cartoons forever. Adamantium is a byproduct of vibranium. And they trying to make it seem like, oh, this is stronger. This is stronger than vibranium. It's adamantium. Adamantium is what is in Wolverine's bones by Colonel Stryker, who was doing experiments on soldiers and trying to make super soldiers with metal, where you can't tear up the metal. And that's what Wolverine has in his body, adamantium, which is a byproduct of vibranium. Now they're trying to switch it where, oh, no, we found a metal stronger than vibranium. I just was like, here we go with the bullshit. Here we go. And you know, I got love for Anthony Mackie, but I just don't think that was a great movie. I think the CGI was awful, corny. It didn't look that great. The fighting scenes were slow. They were taking forever. Yeah, it didn't look that great. But like I said, man, y'all can go watch it. Go watch it, Duncan Cotton. It was awful. I didn't even finish watching the All-Star Weekend. I couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. It's just awful. As we get older, we start to notice that entertainment becomes more lackluster and more lackluster as time goes on. And that's fine. I'm not going to lose any sleep over the NBA. And I'm not going to lose any sleep over Captain America. I just felt like out of all the movies, they made that movie the most lackluster movie. And I believe it's partially because a black man was a leading role. And then they gave him a sidekick of a Latino. So whoever wrote that from this black and brown coalition, and I thought it was awful. I just thought it was awful. These people are online trying to bully black folk into protesting with them because they feel like what they're doing isn't illegal. Well, according to the Constitution, it's very illegal. So no. When y'all see the movie, y'all gonna be like, oh my God, Warren was lying. A lot of dead space, dead dialogue that didn't even need to be there. Oh, it was just awful and corny. It was way more of a kids movie than an adult movie. Shout out to Deadpool. Deadpool was just a much better movie, but it just was awful. Please bring us Blade back, because this Captain America, it just, to me, it was basically showing black people and black children, hey, you don't need to cheat. You could win by just being you. That's a motherfucking lie. If you're not cheating, you're not winning. I am done. Peace.